Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher. Welcome to day 31, the last day of the Zentangle patterns. Today's pattern is Eek by Zentangle. And to make this a little more fun for Halloween Day, I bought these press-on fingernails, and I can't honestly say if I'm going to leave them on because I don't know if I can pick up my pen. I'm not sure how people do that, but I just wanted to have fun today. So don't know if you've noticed that I added a little bit more to my cover on my practice book. Put a little bit of color here on ing. I've really had fun doing these Inktober Tangles. I've learned a lot. I've gained more friends, just like I did last year. And I love the challenge. I love that it pushes me to do more, to learn more, and to try patterns that I probably would not have tried in the past. Okay, Eek is an older established pattern from Zentangle. It is super easy to do. If you can do a loop, or you can do the letter E, a cursive E, you can do this pattern. I did all of these in practice, trying to find what I might not like, what I might like. And then I just decided to tape this in here. Same with this one. I did this in a circle, and I really like this one. And again, I'll show you how the pattern works, and you'll see that you can do this one very easily. But I wanted to see how it would look on a darker tile with the highlight here in the center, and I do really like how that looks. Okay, so to show you how to do Eek, if I can pick up some paper. How do people do this with fingernails? Okay, sorry. I'm having to rub things off the edge of the table so that I can pick them up. I will be using a Micron 01, a graphite pencil, and a blending stump. Oh, let's see if I can zoom in. Okay. Sorry, I am really struggling with these fingernails. So to do this as kind of a ribbon, which I think that's how it was meant to be, I'm going to just put a couple of parallel lines across here. And then all we do is, like I said, it's like the cursive letter E. I'm going to come up, come over, do it again. And I guarantee that I do not get these all spaced evenly. I don't get each one of these little cursive E's to be the same width. And it's okay. All right. So now we're going to turn this around, and we're going to come back from the other side and go across this way. These fingernails are so funny. Okay. Up. Again, now we're going to go up in between the loops from the first side that we did. Okay. All right, there you go. That's it. That's Eek. And to shade this one, And this is the way, if you look at the video from Maria on one of the recent project packs, where we had the booklet and we showed favorite ribbon and other tangles. I can't remember. I'll try to remember and put that in there. But one of the pages has ribbons in it. I'm trying to find it. Okay, this one. Okay, so this project pack, one of them that Maria showed, she did it as a ribbon and then just simply put some graphite on this one side and then just soften it, blend it toward the center. Okay, and that's it. Now from here, you could do other things if you wanted to. You could fill these in. In one of my other ones, I put some patterns. That one that I did as a ring, I did this on one side. Okay, and then on the other side, I added an orb and then just filled it in and left a little sparkle in the center. I have seen tiles where the whole tile was done across with the same pattern. So they did just one after another. And that's, to me, would be probably a really nice meditative type tile to do. Made that one kind of big. Okay. So that's what I did on this one along the outside of that. And I did find, I think I found a coaster and did this outside ring. And then I did my outside ease. Then I did the inside. And then for this one, I found, I think, a canning cap that happened to fit right in there. You might have a circle maker that you could use. So I did those, and then I simply went in the center and made my own little circle to go by, and then went around and did the inside ones. So that is just using that. All right, so let's go ahead and do a couple of things on a tile. And I'm just going to show you a couple of these that I liked. The one I did not like was this. Okay, but I liked this one. This is, again, just the very basic one, but I filled these in, the little dips there. And then these are done opposite of each other. Okay, and then I filled in, got this idea, I think, off of just doing a search for eek. And someone had done a video and she did the lines across, and I liked that. So let's do that. And I'm going to start with a line just so I can keep an idea of making these straight. Okay. And then we're going to start with our E's. Actually, okay, let's just do it. So I'm going to try to go straight up as I come along. And I'm going to attempt to keep the size and width about the same. But I'll show you again the one that's on the brown tile. It is definitely not consistent. And it is, okay. All right, so now I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to come, actually, I'm going to keep it in this direction because I can line it up a little bit easier doing it that way. So I am going to go ahead and put another line across here. Man, it's hard to do these pins. All right, so I'm going to start in this direction. Oh, wow. These are looking weird. I'm going to blame it on the fingernails. It's like I said, this is a super easy pattern. Go ahead and come back this way and add one more. Okay, so now I'm going to add another line coming across. Let's see about here. I think that's where I want it because I want this one to come up inside of this. Yeah, I do much better going up than I do trying to get this one coming down, but we'll see how it goes. This is such a simple pattern that this tile will just be for fun with my wicked fingernails. Okay. Now, one more line across. And then I'm going to do this again. Okay, let's try it this way. See if I do better. Maybe if I come in this direction, we'll do better. I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. I hope that you have enjoyed the Inktober Tangles. I really enjoyed learning them and teaching them. Okay, that's a little bit better. This one's going to come down and around. All right, it's a little messy, but it's okay. So I'm going to fill in these tips. And you could leave a sparkle. Okay, similar to that. I'll tell you what, I am going to use my handy dandy graphic one if I can get it out. That one has a nicer tip so that you don't have to watch me take forever to fill these in. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. Where I need a tiny bit of detail, I'll come back with my 01. One thing about filling these in is you can fix the shape if you need to. If I needed to make it a little bit more rounded or something, I could. For instance, this one is really skinny, so I can make it a little bit closer to what the others are. All right. Same thing on this side. And again, I made these kind of skinny so I can make them a little bit bigger now. Yeah, see how thin that one is? I can bring this up a little bit better. I shouldn't have done that part, but it's okay. All right. So there's that. And come back with my 01 and just fix it wherever I might need to. Oh, that one smeared a little bit. Yeah, one thing you've got to remember is that when you use a lot of ink, and now I've got it on my finger, that you've got to give it more time to dry. And I did get it over here too. So that's all right. One thing you can do is come back with a white jelly roll. Like if I have an area that I put on there a little bit too thick, I can use a little bit of jelly roll to thin that out. And it probably won't cover this up, but I could put a little bit on top of that if I wanted to. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is put some lines across here. And you can do it straight up and down, but I just kind of like doing it at a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to start here. And just come across. And I'm not pushing real hard. I don't want a real dark line. And if my pen happens to skip a little bit, that's okay. That gives it some character. Like I say, I'm just not pushing down real hard. I'm trying to not take a huge amount of time. But I really like how this looks when you put the shading. I want to have a 2x2 card of each of these patterns, and I'm hoping in the next few weeks to come up with some tiles that use some of these patterns and have a video to go with it. Okay, the other, you can go back across if you want to. Sorry, let me get this over here. Like on this one, I did the cross hatching. Okay, but I'm just going to do just hatching, just one line across on each side. Sorry, I got distracted by the dog barking at someone. But we're simply just putting some lines across here. And I guarantee it will look better after this is done. It's very interesting that I've seen people work with nails like this. I guess you get used to it. But the best part about this is the shading. Okay, so I'm not going very straight. Believe me, I would have been doing much better on this without these fingernails on, but it was fun. Okay, now I'll go back and I'll finish this side. And again, excuse the sloppiness. But at least it's on a simple pattern. Okay, so there's that. I get my graphite pencil and add some shading just right along the edges where I've added these hatching. And again, you could come across again with a line coming across here, and that would be cross hatching. All right, now with my blending stuff, I'm going to just soften that and make sure that I leave a white area in the center. Excuse the dog. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way. I like to point my blending stump toward the line that I'm softening. Gives me a little bit more control because I want to keep that graphite inside. Okay, my fingernail's hurting. All right. And what I did on this one was that I used the white charcoal pencil. And I don't know if that will make a difference, but I'm going to try it across here anyway. If you had a tan or a gray tile, it would show up better. But just to show you that you could do that. Okay, brightens it just a little bit. And there you have it. That's just one simple way to do ink. And again, here are the other ones that I did to begin with. And zoom out. Okay, so I got to zoom down. I cannot do these fingernails again. So this is just a bigger version of that, so you can see. And again, my favorite so far has been this one. I really liked that. I enjoyed it. And thank you again. Thanks for putting up with me with this video. Thank you for joining me in the Inktober Tangles. This has been a lot of fun. Again, if you've watched me before, this is the booklet where I put my tiles when I'm finished. So the one that I did today will go in, and this is going to be interesting to push it in. I do have, if you look in the links for the description, a link to a video where I show the basics of how I've done this disc binding system. And we're done. We're done with Inktober Tangles. This is number 31. Thank you again for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments. You guys blow me away. It just makes me feel wonderful. And thank you for the many new subscribers that I have. I'm extremely grateful to those who have supported me through the coffee.com link that's in my description. I have had a lot of costs trying to keep my internet going, and that helped me so much, a lot, an awful lot. So thank you. I will see you when I do my next video. Not sure exactly what it will be, but I'm thinking maybe I'll combine several of my favorite patterns from Inktober 2021 and see what we can come up with. I hope that you stay well, stay safe, and thanks for joining me. Bye.